While we're not exactly sure how long the COVID-19 period will last, many companies and studios have risen to the task of providing some quality entertainment, and all-around good vibes, to help the world cope with the current circumstances. Welcome guys to Gaming Zone, and today we've put together a simple list of some of the best free-to-play online games, that many will no doubt have a blast with in the comfort of their own homes or with friends or family. What's interesting is that most of these games are essentially board games or party games that typically require some form of interpersonal interaction, such as face-to-face communication, handshaking, or using facial expressions. Thankfully, the mechanics of the following games or apps allow for the physical aspect to be translated to fit a digital platform quite seamlessly. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done yet. Without further ado, let's get into the video. At number 5, we have Codenames Online. Those who've played the original tabletop game will be very familiar with this one, because it plays exactly the same. For those who haven't, this game is super easy to play, and made much easier with the fact that there is no shuffling of cards involved. Players are split into two teams, red and blue, with one player on each team being a spy master who provides the clues to the words they want their respective teams to figure out. Spy masters can't give teammates the exact word that's on the screen, but they can provide one-word synonyms or clues. Correct guesses mean that the team gets to guess more words, until they win or until they guess incorrectly. Just make sure not to guess the black card though, as that spells an instant loss. Moving on, at number 4, we have House Party. With most people working from home on their laptops or desktops, it's only natural that a game that can be played on those devices is available. Lo and behold, the existence of House Party. This app lets groups of friends hang out in front of the camera, while playing a slew of in-app games to shake up your regular teleconference. Simply invite a friend or up to 7 others over, pick a game, and start playing. There are a host of games one can play on House Party, such as the popular game by Ellen DeGeneres, Heads Up, the Pictionary-esque game Quick Draw, and the quiz-based trivia. The options, while limited, are endless sources of fun for you and your friends during this period. At number 3, it's Scribble.io. If any of your friends do not have access to a webcam for some reason, perhaps Scribble.io might be a great alternative. This browser-based game is, simply put, another drawing-based guessing game. But what this does better than the one seen in House Party is that, it comes with a ton of more options for players to make sketches with. And if you have something like a Wacom while playing this game, you're definitely at an advantage. At number 2, it's Secret Hitler. If you've enjoyed Secret Hitler at the tabletop, then you'd be relieved to know that it also exists online, and that it plays identical to the original. In this game, players will be split into two teams, liberals and fascists, and one person among the fascists is Hitler. Despite being the majority, liberals don't actually know who their teammates are. Fascists, on the other hand, do, with the exception of Hitler, who's just as clueless as to who his team is. The goal of the liberals is to ensure they enact 5 liberal policies, or assassinate Hitler. The fascists' goal is to enact 6 fascist policies, or successfully appoint Hitler as chancellor. Each round, a government must be formed via an election, in which the chosen candidates will enact a new policy, as well as an executive action. Players must then communicate to one another and convince others why they should be elected, and why not others, and so forth. Once the votes have been passed, a government has been formed, after which executive actions can be performed, such as revealing another player's role, or even executing them. It's arguably one of the most cutthroat games in this list, but it's also what makes this game so good. Just make sure to hug once you're done with it, as it will test friendships. last in the list is Spyfall. Another social deduction game that has a tabletop version, Spyfall is slightly less complex in the sense that there isn't much negotiation involved. In this game, each player's aim is to try to deduce what the roles and locations of other players are, while avoiding trying to get caught themselves. This can be done by asking other players simple questions such as "Does this role involve cooking?" or something along that line. It's that simple, just don't get caught. What separates this game from the Secret Hitler is that it's every person for themselves, meaning you need not worry about anyone accidentally giving away your position with a poorly timed quip.